What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Okay, we're coming back to Kaiser Chiefs. Yes, indeed. Kaiser Chiefs fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to do the whole clicks and likes and bibbity boobity bop, do me a favor. Before you do all that, watch the whole video first. Give me a chance to earn those likes and those clicks. Now, after the video's done, if you feel like doing all the clicks and the likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This is a request from Amasaic, and this is actually one of Amasaic's 3 prioritized requests for the month of August for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So here you go, Amasaic. I hope you enjoy the show, man. Amasaic wanted to see me react to this song by Kaiser Chiefs called Angry Mob. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, I've never heard the song before. This does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by, what? A camping flight to Low-End's Paradise.
What the hell?
Okay. And the video has 57,196 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Kaiser Chiefs, Angry Mob, Lowlands 2014. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
We're the Kaiser Chiefs. Sometimes known as the Angry Mob.
So it is coming down on the downbeat of 1 and 2 and. So it is playing, okay, so they're playing 4 8 notes, right? 1 and 2 and then they rest on 3 and 4 and coming back on the downbeat of 1. That's why I was feeling a little awkward. I kept wanting to feel like it. I feel like it should come in on like the either the upbeat of 1 or the downbeat of 2. Although mathematically, it makes perfect sense for them to come back on the downbeat of 1 since they're playing for 4 and resting for 4. I don't know why, man, but it feels weird. Like, I keep wanting them to rest. It's on the downbeat of 2. I feel like that's where it feels like it should be, is on the downbeat of 2 for the next measure. But instead, they're coming on the downbeat of 1 of the next measure. And it sounds fine. I feel like it should be on the downbeat of 2. It's weird. It's weird. It's not bad. That's not a bad thing. It just feels weird. But it sounds good. No problems there. Chordal pattern is easy to follow. That's not hard. I don't know. Let's keep going for right now. Let's see where this goes.
Make it out for me. That's what need entertainment. Keeps me out the street. Tonight, splits up in the bed. You can try anything. No one will know apart from you and me.
1, 2, and
Stop anything.
4. Wow, that's weird.
Guys with just 1 and test it 2 then 3. It's only cause you came in with your brothers too. If you came in round your own, you'd be dead. Raise a glass until you raise a fist or 2. Shopping basket right around your head. No way! No young forever. Take it out from me. 24-hour drinkings keeps us all off the street. So tonight, you'll sleep softly in your bed. It's okay, Lola.
Okay, slow down a little bit. All right. Little decrease in tempo. Here he goes, back into the crowd again. Love it.
Papers every day. We like who, we like, we hate to, we hate, but we're all so easily swayed. We are the angry mob. We read the papers every day.
All the way back to the
We
soundboard.
like who, we like, we hate to, we hate, but we're all so easily swayed. We are the angry mob. We read the papers every day. We like who, we like, we hate to, we hate, but we're all so easily swayed. We are the angry mob. We read the papers every day. We like who, we like, we hate to, we hate, but we're all so easily swayed. Come on! We are the angry mob.
And he went all the way back, didn't he? Yeah, he pulled a Robin Williams right there, didn't he? That was one of Robin Williams' favorite things to do when he would do improv. He would love to leave the stage and walk through the crowd. And one of his favorite shticks to do was he would walk all the way back and he would turn around and look at the crowd and go, yeah, we just messed with reality because now those, he would point to the front, the most expensive seats, right? The front row. He would point to the front row and go, yeah, now those are the cheap seats now, aren't they?
But look, now we've changed realities because those are the shitty seats now.
As he would do the whole bunch of his act from the back of the theater, which was always fun to see him do that. This guy's taking a page right out of Robin Williams' book, man. He left the stage, walked all the way to the back. And now he's interacting with the people in the cheap seats in the back like they're the front row. How cool is that, man? How cool is that? How many lead singers do that? Not many. And the thing is, he's not even doing it unsafely. He's safe. He's standing literally on the soundboard platform. He's sitting there basically in the sound booth. And he's got his foot up on the rail, keeping that rail between him and the crowd so the crowd can't grab him or anything like that. And he's actually interacting with the crowd. Cool. Dig it. Dig that. Let's keep going here. That's a great shot. focus.
We are the angry mob. We read the papers every day. We like who we like, we hate who we hate, but we're all so easily swayed. We are the angry mob. We read the papers every day. We like who we like, we hate who we hate, but we're all so easily swayed. We are the angry mob. We read the papers every day. We like who we like, we hate who we hate, but we're all so easily swayed. We are the angry mob. We read the papers every day. We like who we like, we hate who we hate, but we're all so easily swayed. Now, we are the angry mob. We read the papers every day.
Back to the stage.
We are the angry mob. We read the papers every day. We like who we like, we hate who we hate.
What a swerve. Oh, that was good. I love that. He jumps down and starts to walk away. And the cameraman is like, okay, we're walking, we're good. And then he just takes off and leaves them in the dust. You can see the cameraman and the grip struggling to keep up with them. And they can't, man. He just absolutely left them in the dust. That was great. That was fun, man. That was fun. Anyway, let's finish this up and we'll get to the review. Having some fun with the crowd there. I wish that it kept going. I would have loved to see how this was going to go. It's a shame it cut off. Yeah, I mean, I have mixed feelings on this. I do. There's two factors that are coming into play here. I got to think about both of them. And then I got to come up with a score based on both of them. So let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Kaiser Chiefs with Angry Mob. This was a request from Amasaic, and this was actually one of Amasaic's 3 prioritized requests for the month of August for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, Amasaic. I hope you enjoyed the show, man. I thought about it. I had the 2 factors, and I'm gonna go over both factors with you. I promise. I think once I do that, you'll see how I came to this score. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.3. Yep, 8.3. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay. First factor, the song itself, okay? Now, if I'm being honest here, this is my second reaction to Kaiser Chiefs now. Between this song and the other song, what was the name of the first song? I Predict a Riot. What is it about them and riots and mobs and stuff like that? I think the first song was called I Predict a Riot. Between these 2 songs, I prefer the first one. I believe it's called I Predict a Riot. It had more energy, it had more oomph, it had more drive, it just felt better, okay? This song, a little more laid back, a little more relaxed. It still had a good amount of energy, but not like that first song did. And that does not mean that this was a bad song. It's just between the 2, I feel like I like the other song a little bit better. That's all. I really hope I scored this one lower. I really do. But I hope it's close. I hope it's like, 0.2 apart or something like that, because it should be about 0.2 apart. So I gave this an 8.3. I predicted right. I hope I gave that an 8.5. Oh, I hope so. Anyway, moving on. So the song itself, it's a great song. Don't get me wrong. It's a really good song. I don't know if I would call it great, but really good. It's a really good song. I would give the song about, I don't know, 7.6, 7.5, 7.6, somewhere in there. It's a really good song. It's got good energy. It's got a good feel to it. A little more laid back, a little more relaxed. Nothing all that impressive from a songwriting standpoint or from a performance standpoint from the musicians. They did their jobs. Don't get me wrong. They did what they were supposed to do. The one thing I will say about the song was that pattern, that 1 and 2 and, you know, they would play 1 and 2 and rest on 3 and 4 and. So they're playing 4/8 notes, resting 4/8 notes, and then they came in on the downbeat of 1. Now, I know mathematically that adds up, and that is how it should be. But the feel of the song, it felt like, I really felt like they should have come in on either the end of 1 or better, even better, on the downbeat of 2 for the next measure. But mathematically, like I said, it all adds up. So they didn't do anything wrong. It's just the feel was a little odd, but it worked. It definitely worked. Guitar playing sounded really good. Bass playing sounded really good. Drumming sounded really good. Do you see the pattern here? Really good, really good, really good. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly my point. Nothing mind-blowing, nothing I would even call great, but it was really good, solid playing from all the musicians involved. Keyboard player too. So, how am I coming up with this 8.3? Is that lead vocalist a showman or what? My God. I remember from the first video, I was really impressed with his showmanship. I was. And I'm even more impressed with his showmanship here. Leaving the stage like he did before and pulling the old Robin Williams, where he ran all the way to the back to the sound booth and basically looked at the people in the back where he was really right in front of now. He said, we just flipped the script on reality because now those, pointing to the front row, those are the cheap seats now. And the back rows are now the front rows. And how cool is that? You know, these people who paid, you know, what they could to get what they could get, you know, in this case being in the back, and now they're getting a front row experience. How cool is that? I mean, come on. Look, I've said this in the past. I have no problem with lead vocalists leaving the stage. I love it when lead vocalists leave the stage and they go and interact with the crowd, as long as they do it safely, you know? When they jump into the crowd with their mic, that could be a problem. That could be an issue. That's a safety concern for sure. But when you're doing it safely, you're staying, you know, within the confines of the barricades, and you're keeping it separated, but you're still able to get right in front of the fans and interact with them. That is the coolest, man. I got no issue with that whatsoever. I love that. Seeing this guy do that to that extent was fun to see, man. It was absolutely fun to see. And then at the very end, he kept going back and forth. Far stage left, all the way to far stage right, all the way back to far stage left, all the way back to far stage right, all the way back to far stage left, and then the video stopped. I really was kind of curious to see where he was going with this. I wanted to see what he was developing and what he was building, but unfortunately, I got cut off. So I can only assume it was something glorious. I mean, it looked like it was being built up to something really cool. But seeing a lead singer take that kind of initiative and take that kind of drive and the passion that he has for interacting with the crowd, it's evident. This is not faked. This is not forced. You could tell he enjoys doing that stuff because he does it all the time, and he does it with a smile on his face. You could tell when lead vocalists are faking it and they're just kind of going through the motions and following a script. You can see it. This guy doesn't. This guy is a legit frontman. He is a legit showman, and it absolutely shows. And because of everything he did, because of all the work he put in, I have said this time and time again, a live show can help or hurt your score. I have seen, it's happened on the channel where we've had songs that are great with a piss poor live performance, and that great score for the song ends up going down into the sevens because the live show is terrible. On the flip side, like this, I've also seen songs that are really good that should on their own merit be getting like a 7.4 or 7.5 go up into the 8s, just like this. Why? Because of the great attention and the passion and the work and the effort that got put into the live show. And we're not talking about production. We're not talking about pyro and cryo and lasers and smoke and lights. We're not talking about that. We're talking about one man doing what he can to put on the very best show possible so everybody has a good time. And believe me, it's noticed. And that's what brought this up to an 8.3. So, 8.3, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.